Welcome back to Wealth Mastery, where you'll find inspiration to reach your financial goals. If you're trying to succeed, make more money, or get rich and stay rich, then you've come to the right place. Today we are looking at the secrets of how the rich stay rich so that you can apply these lessons to your own life. After all, what better way to learn how to keep your finances in check than actually studying those who have done it before? The widening wealth gap is a huge debate worldwide, but no matter your opinion, the facts remain the same. It's a reality that continues to grow because the rich know how to stay rich. So what are their secrets? Let's find out how the rich continue getting richer and how you can apply the same approaches to your own life. Number 1, the rich think outside the box. To become rich, you need to solve big problems that are much bigger than those only relating to yourself. In comparison, the rich identify ways to build products and companies that serve millions around the country or the world. They are thinking way outside of themselves and outside of the status quo. It's vital to have a think big mentality, which is one of the foundations to building wealth. Surprisingly, it can take a similar amount of effort to build something big as it does to build something small. Optimize your efforts by going for the big idea. Take time ideating, learning, and looking for brand new opportunities. They won't come to you if you stay inside your one-person box. Number 2, the rich have money readily available for opportunities. This might be an obvious one, but it's notable and very important. The rich already have the money ready to invest in opportunities. This is also one of the reasons why the rich can be perceived as cheap by others, when in fact, they're not penny pinchers. They are saving money for the next opportunity that presents itself. Are you prepared if a great opportunity came your way? Or would you have to pass it up because you spent the money on a toy you don't actually need? By having money available for opportunities, the rich are able to continue to move ahead. They have the potential to gain more compared to others who can't move on an opportunity due to lack of ready available funds. Number 3, the rich have long-term investments. The rich have long-term and value-based investments they refuse to touch. Let's compare two people who received, saved, or earned $20,000 to spend. The first uses the money for a down payment on a house worth $100,000 and is then able to rent that house off to pay the mortgage while pocketing some extra income. A couple of decades down the line, they will own the house, which they can sell to use the money for another opportunity. Or they can continue to pull the easy money out from the rent each month. Plus, the property may end up being worth a lot more than the original $100,000 over the course of that time. The other type of person chooses the in-the-moment gratification. They use the same amount of money to get a new car and a television. The car requires constant repairs and depreciates over time. They use these for a few years before the car and TV break down and become obsolete, which means that $20,000 is gone. This is exactly why the rich continue to stay rich and get richer. They use their money to invest in assets that can generate money, either through value appreciation or directly. If one can invest in enough of those assets, then one can gather enough wealth for rising momentum. By doing this, your income is generated by wealth and continues to grow exponentially as you acquire more value-based investments. Number 4, the rich invest their interest. There comes a time when a person officially becomes financially free after building their wealth over time. Financial freedom refers to when money that comes in from your assets per month is more than your monthly expenses. As long as you don't increase your expenses or live a much more lavish life than what is in place currently, then your wealth will continue rising. You'll then have excess capital you can use to invest in order to have even more money coming in. If you simply began arbitrarily spending everything you made, you'd stop getting richer. The secret of the rich is that they will never spend the principal or liquidate any asset to pay for any temporary expenses. Unfortunately, this is a pattern seen as parents pass on. Children will liquidate the assets they inherit, spreading out the money equally. The cash that isn't making anyone money is often spent on toys and luxuries that depreciate over time. Rather than turning the asset into play money, the better strategy is to keep the assets, to divide equally, or invest the cash in something worthwhile. Something that's meant to grow for future generations to inherit and use wisely as well. Number 5, the rich care about financial education. The rich don't just invest in huge assets, they also invest in themselves. They understand the importance of a financial education and how it can help them get and stay rich. They take the time and effort to learn the way money works, including how to purchase assets over liabilities, invest for better cash flow, manage debt, and even ways to control their expenditures. They continue this learning to help them improve their wealth and increase opportunities. When was the last time you invested in yourself like this? Number 6, the rich have an inspiring network. You are who you spend your time with. You cannot stay positive if you surround yourself with negative people. You can apply that to how the rich surround themselves with other people similar to themselves. They seek out other successful people and those who they can learn from. Not only will it keep their mindset of financial wealth, but having a network of rich people will provide even more opportunities. If you want to head to the road of financial wealth, you can't stay where you are and with the friends that continue to spend on anything they see. Instead, you need to take a leap and surround yourself with like-minded people who are inspired to build something big and build their wealth. These people will help you stay motivated to do the same. That doesn't mean you need to cut off all your friends for good, but you do need to begin expanding your circle. Be more selective about who you let in and who you spend your time with. Find people who will inspire you to go bigger and support your ideas, giving you advice and the push you need to get started. If you are with opposite-minded people, you won't go anywhere but where you are today. Number 7, the rich create value. Not everyone understands the concept of value. Those who do understand it leverage that knowledge to build their wealth. Rich people know that they can create value, while the average person believes that value is limited and has a cap on what is actually possible. You need to realize that your value will be determined by how you see yourself and what you make of yourself. By learning how to create value for yourself instead of waiting for it, the richer you can become. Look at yourself and your current situation and determine what you want to make of yourself. What do you need to do to begin your journey? How can you begin shaping yourself to be better and to feel better? It's yet another way for you to start thinking bigger. Number 8, the rich don't trade time for money. The rich won't ever trade their time for cash. As long as you receive a payment every hour, you'll have a money cap hanging over your head. Remember, time is limited and each of us only have 24 hours in a day, nothing more or nothing less. Regardless of how much we earn, life can be unpredictable. Anything can go wrong, and something could make you unable to work or continue in your industry. Rich people don't have this problem. Instead, they are more focused on grabbing opportunities and creating companies that will generate wealth with little or no involvement from themselves. This is what makes the rich and the average person different, and why the former continues to become richer. They are not time-bound to just one job. They build businesses, hire the right people to operate them, and continue growing them in order to create more businesses. Don't think about the return on investment. While this is important, it's not a priority. What rich people focus on is return on time. By making smart financial decisions, you will eventually have income coming in regardless of how you spend your time. You will then be able to focus your time on the more valuable aspects in life, how you live it. You will truly understand the value of time and don't give it up so easily or as cheaply as the average person does. When you truly understand the value of time, you don't give it up so easily or as cheaply as the average person does. Number 9, the rich don't make decisions based on emotions. The rich are not controlled by their emotions. This is most likely why the average person finds the rich to be too serious or stuck up. Well, they look and act like that way for a reason, especially when they are preoccupied with the businesses they are growing. They don't bother dealing in meaningless drama because that does nothing for their lives and overall wealth and well-being. The rich build their emotional intelligence and learn to control what they feel, which is a strong weapon. Plus, this gives them a competitive edge over other people. While feelings are an important part of everyone's life, they don't help with your financial decisions. Money doesn't care about what you feel. As long as you are emotionally invested in your money, you don't own wealth, but the other way around. You can learn to control your emotions through practice and meditation. You can find a lot of rich people practicing yoga and meditation. There are a lot of guided meditation courses designed specifically for the rich and aspiring entrepreneurs. The rich aren't emotionally attached to their money. However, this doesn't mean they don't care about it. They just aren't emotionally invested in their capital. Instead, they see money as just a number and a way to achieve a high score. By removing the emotional connection, you are better able to make wise decisions for successful results. You shouldn't be a slave to money. Detach yourself from it and focus more on building wealth and reaching your business goals. Number 10, the rich build our futures. We live in a world filled with millionaires and billionaires. What do they all have in common? They are the ones building the futures. They have the power to signal where things should go, what needs to be built, and when. With money, the rich get to vote and influence people to use their products and/or services. Furthermore, the rich know the rules of the wealth game. The more one knows about the rules, the better their gameplay will be. You can begin with the basics, such as assets and liabilities, supply and demand, along with how to start a business and create value. Work your way up and push beyond your limits to learn more and become even more. Look at it this way. There are two kinds of people in the world, builders and consumers. Consumers pay while builders get paid. Who do you want to be? And there you have it, Wealth Mastery subscribers. These are just some of the ways the rich continue to stay rich and get richer. You can apply their approaches in your daily life in order to ramp up your savings and overall finances. I hope that you found some insight or inspiration here for yourself. If so, make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on anything else from Wealth Mastery. Do you have insights to add, or are you putting some of these ideas into practice yourself? We'd love to hear what you think and how you are progressing. Thank you for watching, and look out for the next video coming your way soon. It's never too late to start your journey to physical, emotional, and financial wealth.